Country Classics. AM 1000 is the only place to hear legendary stars like Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Charlie Daniels, Glenn Campbell in Alabama, plus Cumberland County's local news and community events, local traffic and weather reports, and familiar hometown personalities. Race fans already know WIOO is the original racing station, with NASCAR, IndyCar, trucks, and local racing reports too. So join your friends at the new Country Gold 1000 WIOO.
Good evening and welcome to racing at Silver Spring Speedway for the 17th day of July. It's going to be a three-cart program tonight with the 4 cylinders, also the late models and the super sportsmen. First on the program, a Wise Motorsport Racing video with me, the Wise Guy here of Country Gold 1000, and also our cameraman, Quick Guy Ron Moyer, is our 4-cylinder heat. Heat number 1. It's going to put Scott Lutz on the pole, the number 33. Then it's Terry Ham in the 2F. Jimmy Noggle will be starting 3rd in the 3. Then it's Bobby Cupp in the 17. Leroy Long is going to be starting 5th in the 84. Then it's Steve Hastings in the 83. Barry Hallbaker will be starting 7th in the 01. 8th will be Gary Dehart in the 25. Lou Parson will be starting 9th in the 29. 10th will be Brad Jones in the 76. Franklin Bush will be starting 11th. 12th will be Charles Freed in the 44T. And then it's Kenny Jones in the 1J. This will be the only appearance of the season for the 4 cylinders. 3 heats tonight. 6 cars will qualify and 8 laps will be the distance. It's been an extremely hot day today in central Pennsylvania. Temperatures topping the 100 mark in several areas. And now right when race time is about to start, huge breeze starting up. It almost feels like the R word, but you know, I don't think there'd be anybody really upset about seeing that. It's drought conditions throughout central PA right now. I don't think anybody would really mind getting a little bit of that here at the track, except for the 4 cylinders maybe. Again, this is their only appearance of the season, so they'd love to get their races in here at the Spring. Again, 8 laps will be the distance. On the pole will be the 33 of Scott Lutz with Terry Ham in the 2F. 4-cylinder cars, they're still going to get up to speeds of about 50 to 55 miles an hour down the straights here at the Springs. Throw them hard into turns 3 and 4, and then away they go. The track is in excellent condition again this evening. It's kind of hard to understand whenever we have drought conditions how Alan Kreitzer keeps this so nice. Well, he does. Green flag is poised. Our flagman, Randy Eichelberger, getting ready to let him go. Our first event of the evening. Green flag is out, and here they come with Scott Lutz leading the way. Quite a different sound from what we're used to here at Silver Spring Speedway, where we have all V8 engines in all 3 divisions. These cars are getting around. They really don't have to lift going through the turns. They can just keep them flat out. Down the front stretch, it's the Barnes Machine Shop number 3, Jim Noggle, trying to put a move on the pole setter Scott Lutz. Lutz getting pushed out to the outside on lap number 1. 3 and 4 they go. Jim Noggle leading the way, but that 33 Scott Lutz holding right on. 2F, Terry Ham running in the 3rd position. 4th, the 17 of Bobby Cupp. And in 5th, it's the 83 of Steve Hastings. Hastings now being passed by the 84 of Leroy Long. And our 33, our pole setter, Scott Lutz, has come back in to take the lead. 3 laps down. And here's some more racing going on near the back of the pack. Getting 83 is Steve Hastings. Also the 25 of Gary Dehart. 6 cars again will qualify out of this event. more to go for our race leader. Still battling for those final 3 positions right now. The 25 of Gary Dehart is in qualifying, but the 83, Steve Hastings, trying to go on the outside and take that spot away. That was actually halfway down last time by 8 laps to be the distance. Five laps are down now, 3 more to go. Our pole setter, Steve Lutz, has opened up quite a lead on the rest of the field. He's got almost a full straightaway lead in that Ushner number 33. Comes a battle for the second position between Jimmy Noggle and Terry Ham. White flag is out this time. And our race leader is getting behind some lap traffic. He's heading down the backstretch. Off of 3 and 4, and here comes Scott Lutz. Scott Lutz to take the checker flag here in our first heat event of 4 cylinders at Silver Spring Speedway. Finishing in second will be the 3, Jimmy Noggle, 2F, Terry Ham. Your race winner, the 33 of Scott Lutz, followed by Jimmy Noggle, Terry Ham, the 25 of Gary Dehart, the 83 of Steve Hastings, and our final qualifier, number 29, Lou Parsons. Next up will be our next heat event for the 4 cylinders at the Spring. Time for this second heat event. Dustin Hollinger sitting on the pole in the 100. Donnie Mellinger usually runs the 21 car. Tonight it's going to be Mike Brenneman, our street stock racer here at the Spring. Tom Gray will be running the 17T. Starting 4th will be Ricky Harper in the 75. Keith Gutschall will be starting 5th in the 1A. Then it's Eric Hollenbach in the 21K. Ed Hollenbach in the 13. Mike Wagner in the 15. Troy Hostetler in the 44. Starting 10th will be Ed Kirby in the 53. Then it's Joe Jakovic in the 77, and Tom Scheck in the 115. Again, the pole setter will be Dustin Hollinger with Mike Brenneman, a guy who runs here every week on the outside in the 21. Brenneman trying to get a feel for that 21, while the 100 of Dustin Hollinger pulls out in that Walpler number 100. Seem to really have it geared up. They have some cutting it as low as they possibly can there through 1 and 2. 17 of Tom Gray moving up into the second spot. For the 4th spot, Mike Wagner started back in 8th, and he's challenging for that 4th position. Off of 3 and 4, they come down the front stretch. Our race leader, still Dustin Hollinger in the 100. He's opened up about a 5-car lead on Tom Gray. Running in 3rd is still Mike Brenneman. 4th, the 15 of Mike Wagner. 13 of Ed Hollenbach running in the 4th position. 44 of Troy Hostetler running 5th, and 6th, the 1A of Keith Gutschall. 2 cars bouncing off each other. That's the 15 car of Mike Wagner, and he took with him Mike Brenneman. Brenneman, who is running into second position, or third position, that is. So the first yellow flag comes out halfway down on our four-cylinder second heat event for the evening. 4 laps are down, 4 more to go for our race leader and pole setter, Dustin Hollinger. Our first heat, the pole setter won, and let's see if the pole setter for our second race can do the same thing. Dustin Hollinger. Tom Gray running in the second position. Ed Hollenbaugh in third. Fourth, 44 Troy Hostetter. 1A of Keith Gutshaw, and then it's the 53, Ed Kirby, running in at sixth, the final qualifying position. Almost running out of too much room there in that 17. That's Tom Gray trying to stay up in that third position, but he's got some real pressure from Troy Hostetter into 44. Backstretch in through 3 and 4. The white flag will come out, this time by Wampler's 100. Dustin Hollinger still leading away. Checker flag is out. Here he comes to take the checker flag. It's Dustin Hollinger. The win going to Dustin Hollinger, followed by Ed Hollenbach, Tom Gray, the 44 Troy Hostetter, the 1 of Keith Gutshaw, and our final qualifier, the 53 of Ed Kirby. Next up will be our third four-cylinder heat event. Time for our third heat event. Michael Potts will be starting on the pole in the M1, and boy, that car looks familiar, the one on the outside. That's Craig Perigo. Guess who his brother is? None other than Carmen Perigo, who runs the 2A. Lou Macchione will be starting third in the 77X, and it's Brian Michael in the Z car, or 2. Butch Whitman will be starting fifth in the 3, then it's Ken Miller in the 21. Our fourth row will be made up of Austin Kirby in the 28, and the question mark of Leonard Heil. Tom Harmon will be starting ninth in the 14, then it's John Stoll Jr. in the 11S. Keep an eye on him. Frank Rubik in the 43 will be starting 11th. 12th will be Dale Kreiser in the 23. Here they come, our final heat event for the four cylinders. Question mark out of question there. He wondered who just got him from the rear, but everybody's still going. Off of turn number 1, it's Craig Perigo with the lead. Going through 3 and 4. Dale Kreiser in the 23. He started back in the back, and he's already up into the 5th position. 11F, yes, John Stoll, check him out. John Stoll going through 3 and 4. He's cutting it down low. He's up in the 4th position. John Stoll on that flapjack pub, Dunn's number 1. He's flying. He's moving up through the field. He's catching Ken Miller in the 21. Down the backstretch they go. Perigo continuing to lead. That car is hooked up. Down the front stretch in A1 Auto Brokers. Four-cylinder, I'm sure that's a Ford also. Down the backstretch he goes. He's got the M1 running in the 2nd spot. That's our pole sitter, Michael Potts. now going to have his hands full with John Stoll Jr. John Stoll Jr. has him beaten. Underneath he goes. Halfway down. Here comes lap number 5 as they come by this time. Perrigo now putting laps on several of these cars. John Stoll Jr. into the second position. Unless there's the yellow flag, there'll be no way he can catch Perrigo. Perrigo off of 3 and 4. Here comes second place, John Stoll Jr. Flapjack Club of Dillsburg. Number 11S started back in 10th. He's up to second. Third is the M1, our pole setter, Michael Potts. Running in fourth, the 23 car, Dale Chrysler, started dead last. Here comes our white flag lap. 1 lap to go. Craig Perrigo. Now, when was the last time brothers won here at Silver Spring Speedway? Craig Perrigo off with 3 and 4. He sees the checker flag, and here it comes. Checkered for Craig Perrigo in the 1A. Going to the 1A of Craig Perrigo, finishing in second by the 11S of John Stoll. Then it's the M1 of Michael Potts, the 23 car of Dale Chrysler, the 21 of Ken Miller, and rounding out the field, looks like we have the Michael Briner car. And those are our qualifiers. Next up will be our late models here at Silver Spring Speedway. Time for our first late model heat of the evening in point standings. Mark Billett has the most wins, but it's Scotty Richwine in the lead in points at 22.05. Jimmy Shuttlesworth in second at 21.75. Third is Mark Billett at 21.45. Fourth, Ron Little Sr. at 21.10. Then it's Gene Wrightstone in fifth. Rounding out the field, Jeff Leapart, Charlie Cope, Scott McCann, and Jason Covert. Johnny Eversole is your number 10 card. Your top 10s in standings. Our first heat event, it'll put Pat Beard in the X up on the front row. He's been away from racing here for a couple of weeks at Silver Spring. He's back and he gets to start on the pole. Eric Gable will be starting on the outside of the front row in the 41G. Starting third will be Tommy Blackwell in the PowerPoint 25. Eddie Jones will be starting fourth in the 29, and it's Dave Michelton in the 2M. Jason Covert in the Cuppies 15. He'll be starting 6th. 7th will be Gene Wrightstone in the 10. Jimmy Shuttlesworth in the F1 will be starting 8th. And bringing up the rear will be the 16 of Bud Barton. A lot of these drivers who used to start in the back are now running up front. We'll have to see how Eric Gable does in that 41G with Pat Beard right on the inside. 10 laps will be the distance. We'll have 3 heats of late models this evening. 6 cars will qualify. 5 cars will be handicapped in the feature event. Again, 6 will qualify. Green flag is out. Here they come. Jason Covert's really bounding out of his position. He's already up into the 5th position. Leader is Pat Beard. Dave Michelton running in the 3rd spot. Covert had to slam on the brakes. He had Eric Gable up high. F1 Shuttlesworth rockets by. Well, you can see quite a difference in speed in these late models once you see the 4 cylinders run around here. Shuttlesworth up in 4th. Beard running in 1st. 25 car. Now Beard loses it a little bit. Looks like he almost shut off there for a second. Excellent. Power tools number 25. Tommy Blackwell runs into the second, Magellan in third, Shuttlesworth in fourth. Fifth is Covert. Sixth, that's 10th, that's Gene Wrightstone. He is into qualifying. Down the backstretch they go. Beard continuing to have problems when he gets into those turns. The car just moves out. Gary moving something with the car itself. Sheldon having a hard time getting by though. Well, battle goes on for that second through fifth position. Blackwell starting in third. He just pulls away. Halfway down, 5 laps down our 10-lap event. Covert up high again. Covert trying to pass Shuttlesworth. This time it looks like he's got him. Covert up to the 4th spot. Now he tries the same move on Magellan. Can't quite pull it off. The car was completely redone. All straight sheet metal, and now look at it. It's banged up again. Got a little bit loose this time. Down the backstretch they go. Dave Magellan, 2M, running in the 3rd spot. Beard seems to have his problems figured out. 3 and 4, he comes off nice and smooth. 7 down, 3 more to go for our race leader. Shuttlesworth still trying to chase down Covert. Power Pro 25, Petty Bone. Car Tommy Blackwell still leading away, watching that battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. These cars are just not giving an inch. Covert tries it high each time. He just can't seem to grab when he gets up there. White flag is out for our race leader. Blackwell down through 1 and 2. Blackwell off of 3 and 4. The win going to the 25 of Tommy Blackwell, followed by the X of Pat Beard, the 2M of Dave Magellan, the F1 of Jimmy Shuttlesworth, 15 of Jason Covert. Seemed like he was having some problems on that last lap. And then it was the 10 of Gene Wrightstone, rounding out your 6 qualifiers for our first late model heat event. Time for our second heat event. We've lost a couple of the drivers right here before it even started. Our pole sitter, Joshua Kimmel, in the 6th, his steering broke, took him into the wall and caused a chain reaction. So we also lost Charlie Cope. That moves Harold Beinauer, our feature winner last week, up into the pole position. Dave Eitner will be starting 2nd in the 71. 3rd will be Dave Graber in the 51. And then it is Johnny Ebersole, the 78. Mark Bilt, the 22. Bud Whitmer, the 55, the only repeat winner. So he does have more feature wins here than anybody else this year. Larry Bear will be starting in the rear in the 0. Here they come. The green flag is out. Well, that's what I get for not looking up. They said Cope wasn't out there. He definitely is out there. Charlie Cope starting in the 6th position. Again, 6 cars will qualify. Harold Beinauer leading the way. And we have a few cars flying here in the backstretch. It is the 116 of Charlie Cope and also the 55 car of Bud Whitmer. Both cars getting together. We didn't have a lap yet. Still going to go with a complete restart here in our late model division. Again, your lineup, Beinauer on the inside, the front row, the outside, the 71 of Dave Eitner. Then it's the 51 of Dave Graber, the 78 of Johnny Ebersole, the 0 of Larry Bear. On the outside of Bear will be the 22 of Mark Billett. Then it's the 55 of Whitmer, and then also the 116 of Charlie Cope. Green out. Let's see if they can get the lap completed this time around. Turn 3 and 4, it's Harold Beinauer in the York Motor Repair 123. He's leading the way over Dave Eitner. Dave Graver running in the third spot. Eversole in fourth. Fifth is Larry Bear. And your final qualifier at this point, the 22 of Mark Billett. You have 5 feature winners from this year in this heat event. An awfully tough heat. Again, the late models have only had 1 repeat winner this year, and that is the 55 of Whitmer. Down in front stretch, 33 Beinauer still leads the way. Graver trying to get under Eitner, and here comes Eversole. Eitner seems to be a little bit loose. Graver's looking for, he almost loops it. He holds on, and that class car, number 31. That's a better driver there, folks. He's able to hold on to that handle. Cope again. This time Cope loses the handle, and Cope have to tag the rear of the field again with 4 laps down, 6 more to go. Time for our restart. Again, 4 laps have been scored, 6 more to go for our race leader, Harold Beinauer. Beinauer puts the pedal to the metal. Here he comes. Molly's Warehouse back out into the lead. 71 of Eitner running in the second spot. Graver in third, 78. Eversole, and here comes Billett. Billett on the inside. Whitmer trying everything he can to get through this field, but it's awfully tough. Larry Bear running a good line. Whitmer keeps trying to go up high and dive down low, and there goes Cope again. Again, brings out another yellow flag. Beinauer is going to lead it again. Cope finally took his car in the pits. He said, I've had enough of this. I'll come out in the consolation event. Beinauer takes him through 1 and 2. Eitner right behind. Bear and Eversole banging together there in 1 and 2. A lot of hard racing going on in this heat event. Seven down, 3 more to go. Billett now moving into the third spot. Dave Graver moved out just a bit. That's all Billett needed. 1 little spot. Down he went into the third position. White flag coming out this time for Harold Beinauer. York Auto Repair car. Got a full straightaway lead on the rest of these cars that are just banging into each other. Here he comes, the checker flag out for Harold Beinauer. And your 6 qualifiers, the 33 of Harold Beinauer, followed by the 71 of Dave Eitner, the 22 of Mark Billett, the 78 of Johnny Eversole, the 51 of Dave Graver, and the 0 car driven by Larry Bear, your 6 qualifiers. Next up, our 3rd late model heat event. Starting in the pole in the Gator number 43A Credit Ranch car, it's Tommy Reed. On the outside will be Dave Sokolowski. The second row will be made up of Carl Graves and the 9. Gary Potts, the 41F. Sterling Kynard will be starting 5th in the 12 car. Then it's Scotty McCann, the 75. Ron Little Sr., Mr. Excitement, in the 43. Will be starting 7th. 8th will be our points leader, Scotty Richwine, the Red-Headed Thunder from Carlisle. And bringing up the rear will be the 83 of Rich Myers. Of course, Silver Spring Speedway, your point leaders are relegated to the rear of the field. Gives the fans something to really look at, but it's really tough on these front runners. They've got to get through a lot of good drivers to get to the front. That's the whole idea. And here comes the green flag, pedal to the metal. Our final heat race for the late models is about to begin. Tom Reed running a smooth line through 1 and 2. He's got Dave Sokolowski on the inside, 3 and 4. Little banging going on. Reed doesn't let off. He just keeps that pedal down. And we have 3 cars banging into each other. That's the 75 of Scotty McCann getting away from the fray. The 9 of Carl Graves, the 43 of Ron Little Sr., and the 83 of Rich Myers, all involved. 1 lap has been scored. 9 more to go when we come back. Well, they've got him back in line. It looks like Reed in the Gator Racing 43A is going to be starting on the pole again. No laps have been scored. They erased that, and we're going to go back to a double file restart. On the outside will be Sokolowski, and the 11 on the inside of the second row will be the 9 of Carl Graves. Then it's going to be the 12 of Sterling Kynard. That was actually Gary Potts in a 41 that was involved in that last altercation. 75 of Scotty McCann will be starting in the 5th spot. 6th. It'll be Scotty Richwine. One thing about Mr. Excitement, Ron Little Sr., when he's in the back of the field, he'll do whatever it takes to get to the front. Boy, that cushion seems awfully tough. It looks like Sterling Kynard either hit a rut or something broke in the front end of that car, because he went right into the car. Well, he's going to continue on the Westgate number 12, but it looks like he's got a problem with that car. Tommy Reed still leading the way. Reed in the credit branch on the sales. He's got Dave Sokolowski right behind the 9 of Graves, the 2 of Richwine, 75 again, and Ron Little running in the 6th and final qualifying position. Motor Speedway, the NASCAR Truck Series race, courtesy of WIO Radio. These guys are all giving it everything they got, not only for the presentation, but also those tickets. Reed looks like he's got it under control tonight. Nice, smooth line through 1 and 2. Little trying to go on the outside of McCann. Down through 3 and 4 they come, and there goes the leader. He loops it. Might have had a little help there, but we'll have to wait and see how he does coming from the rear, coming back up through the front. 4 laps are down, 6 to go. Green flag is out. Here they go. Through 1 and 2, Carl Graves is the leader now. Richwine in second, third is Little. Then it's Scotty McCann, the 83 of Rick Myers, and Gary Potts, your final qualifier. Little up into second. Here goes McCann. Richwine cut it down low. Now we have Kynard, and Reed just spins it around to avoid the altercation. Graves in the lead. 1 more lap completed. We'll go back to green flag racing in just a moment. Graves. He's run Sportsman, he's run Street Stock, he's run Late Model, and right now he's got the lead in that number 9 car. Running in the second spot, Richwine going back to the last completed lap. That puts him back in a second, with Ron Little in third. McCann in fourth. Fifth, the 83 of Myers, and sixth, Gary Potts. Takes it up high again. This time he gets up with some loose stuff, and Richwine's able to power out through 1 and 2 down the backstretch. It's awfully choppy up there in 1 and 2 and in 3 and 4. Doesn't stop Ron Little. He goes up there anyway. He goes where no man has ever gone before. In fact, now he's getting into second place. And look at Richwine. That car is absolutely lifting off the track as he goes down the front and backstretch. Richwine coming out of 1 and 2. Look at the car lifting all the way off. He's running in third. McCann fourth. Myers fifth, and sixth is Potts. 2 to go. Look at the car off the turns. He's got enough gear in that car right off the track. 8 laps down. 2 more to go for Carl Graves. Down the backstretch they go. White flag is out this time. Carl Graves in the Rays at number 9. Little running in second. Third is the Grand Electric. Number 2, Richwine. Scott McCann running fourth. Fifth, Rick Myers in sixth. Gary Potts. Here comes the win. The 9 of Carl Graves takes the win. Carl Graves started in the third position, and he is up to the first place. Finishing in second is Ron Little Sr. In third is the 2 of Scotty Richwine. Fourth going to the 75 is Scotty McCann. Then it's the 83 of Rick Myers. And finally the 41 of Gary Potts. Next up will be our Super Sportsman Heat events.
Here with us tonight, the guy who called the shots here for how many years? Over 30, Jack? Jack Frazier, and today's his birthday. I understand the Kreitzer family has a cake coming out here pretty soon, but I want to congratulate you, buddy. It's 74 today, right? Right, 74 Dave Cookman. How about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Jack Frazier, 74th birthday today. How's it feel to be back here? I know you've been on and off here at the Speedway. You make it when you can, right, Jack?
Yeah, I can't stand it cold. Look here it comes. It's one of the Kreitzer clan by marriage. Yeah, it's great to be back.
I think we got a cake here. I don't know if they found 74 candles, but Jack, on behalf of the Kreitzer family and everyone here at Silver Spring Speedway, we want to wish you a happy 74th birthday today. And here's a cake with a big checkered flag to help celebrate that. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you very much.
And it wouldn't be complete without everybody singing happy birthday to the man who's been announcing here for years. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jack Frazier. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jack.
That's why we got Jack down here. He's got one of the new posters for the Lattimore Valley Fair. He's certainly been instrumental in helping to build that program over the past couple of decades, actually. And I'm going to give this microphone to Jack and let him tell you a little bit about the fair coming up in August.
Well, it's the 25th convention.
Pretty good. Very good. We like that.
For the first sportsman qualifier. Outside pole position in the 55 James
You know, they were going to put candles on this cake, but because of the drought that's going on now, they figured with 74 candles on there, might start a fire here at the track, so they couldn't do it.
Starting 7th on the inside of the 4th row for 25 minutes.
Hey, it's just about time for Super Sportsman Racing here.
2 of JR5.
35 car of Charlie Soroka is going to be sitting on the pole.
10th will be the 39 of Joe Ward's
On the outside of the first row, it's going to be Ron Janney in that 55J Janney electrical car. John Garman in the Victory Motorcycle Motivation number 44 is going to be starting 3rd. 4th will be Lanny Haken in 91. Tim Leapart's going to be starting 5th in the 88. Then it's Jerry Strasser at 25. His teammate Joe Renneker in the 25S is going to be starting 7th. 8th will be the old Milwaukee car of J.R. Fry. Rich Eichelberger, last night's winner at Path Valley Speedway, will be starting 9th. 10th will be Joe Orsulak in the 93 car, or 39 car that is. And Jennifer Yinger, looks like she's got a new car, a new color, and it's not going to be running the same yellow that John Yinger ran, but she's out there in a brand new number 13. I don't know how lucky that's going to be for her, but we'll have to wait and see how she does. She enjoys racing here at Silver Spring. We wish her all the luck in the world. In the point standings right now, points leader right now, Bob Fantasy has moved into the lead here at Silver Spring at 29.45 points. Mark Smith is in 2nd at 28.60. Carmen Perigo in 3rd at 27.05. Russ Minton in 4th at 25.05. And Rich Eichelberger is in 5th at 24.10. Pat Cannon will be starting 6th, or is 6th in points right now, 23.80. 7th is John Stoner. 8th, Frankie Hurt. 9th, Howie Locke. And 10th in this heat event is J.R. Fry. They're going to turn them loose this time around. Again, Charlie Soroka is going to start on the pole. Janney on the outside. 2nd row, Garman. Hake in the 91. Leadpart, Strasser, Renneker, Fry, Eichelberger with Orsulak and Jennifer Yinger bringing up the rear. 10 laps will be the distance. Only 4 cars will qualify, and here they come. Ron Janney leads the way. Janney through 1 and 2. Danny Hake running in the 2nd spot. In 3rd is Charlie Soroka, and then the 44 of Garman. Yellow flag comes out. Tim Leapart in the 88. And also one of the Strasser group. Looks like that's the 25. That is Renneker. Brings out the yellow flag. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. 2 laps have been scored. Ron Janney's on the point. Right behind him, Lanny Hake. Then it's the 25 of Strasser and the 35 of Soroka. They are flying like going up top. These 2 veterans should make short work of some of these cars, and they do. They're both up in 4th and 5th, respectively. Now, can they get 5? 25 of Renneker. Moves into the 4th position. Eichelberger slips him just a bit. That's all he needed. And we have another car bringing out the yellow flag. That looks like that is the 39 car of Orsulak bringing out the yellow flag. 3 laps down, 7 more to go. 3 laps have been scored. Ron Janney, our pole sitter, actually on the outside of the front row, running in the lead. The 91 of Lanny Hake running in 2nd, and 3rd is the 25 car of Jerry Strasser, and then his buddy J.R. Fry in the old Milwaukee WIOO car, running in the 4th and final qualifying position. Here they come. The green flag is out. Channy Electric, number 55, now has Hake on the outside. Hake moves into the lead. Fry moves into the 3rd spot. Fry taking it down low. Channy and Hake going up high. Here comes J.R. Fry into the 2nd spot. This is Nick Golding, heating and air conditioning, number 42. Danny Hake, J.R. Fry, both vendors of this track. Strasser still running in the 3rd spot. Here comes Eichelberger. He's trying to get under. Channy holds him off. Channy still running in the 4th spot. Strasser down low. Strasser trying for that 3rd position. Off of 3 and 4 they come. Lanny Hake in the Lucas Point, number 91. J.R. Fry, Phillips, number 42. Channy in 3rd, 4th. Strasser, Fry trying it down low again, off of 3 and 4. 7 laps down, 3 more to go. Lap car, that's Jennifer Yinger. Staying down low, letting the racing continue. Down the backstretch they go. Fry's got a few more laps to try. He tries down low, and once again, Hakey holding on. Fry closing. Hake down, 2 more to go. Fry tries down low again. Hakey gets a good run off of 3 and 4. Channy still in 3rd, 4th is still the 25. Strasser still running in the 4th spot. White flag is out, this time by. White flag for Lanny Hake. Down the backstretch they go. One more turn. Who's it going to be? Fry takes it down low again. Hakey up high, and Lanny Hake is going to take the win of our first heat. Lanny Hake winning in the first heat here at Silver Spring Speedway. The old Milwaukee, number 42 of Fry, finishing in a 2nd spot. 3rd, the 55 of Ron Channy, and finishing 5th, the 25, or 4th, the 25 of Jerry Strasser. Next up will be our 2nd heat event. Time for our 2nd heat. Rodney Adams and Dave Myers will be in the front row, 2nd row. Chuck Landis and George Ride in the 3rd row. Tommy Haxall, Keith Prutzman. 4th row, Donnie Beaver and Ken Carberry. Then it's Pat Cannon, Bob Fantasy, and Denny Willie. 4-time winner this year, Bob Fantasy, starts near the rear in that Pepsi 1A. Adams leading the way. Dave Myers looking awfully strong this year, the last couple of races. And Myers on the motor. Myers down low. Adams up high. George Ryden and Ken Carberry running in that 3rd and 4th spot. Ryden still trying the high side on Myers. Myers tries to hold him off. There they are running side by side down the backstretch. Still side by side, but it looks like this time Ryden in 2nd position. Myers still holding on to 3rd. Carberry running in 4th. Prutzman in 5th. Position. Beaver just taps Carberry. Carberry holds onto the car. What a great move by Ken Carberry just to hold that car. Rodney Adams still leading the way. He's led from the drop of the green. 6 laps down this time by. Beaver in 3rd. He continues to go down low and just slide out across the track. Can't quite hold that low line, so he goes up top this time. Rides the cushion. for 6 of Rodney Adams. 2 more to go. 4 cars have broken away. Bob Fantasy is the 5th car. Fantasy has about a half a straightaway that he's got to come up through if he's going to catch Carberry. White flag is out. Lad Hanford car, and now Carberry's making a move on Beaver. Carberry trying to take that 3rd spot away. Here they come off of 3 and 4. It's the 6th, Rodney Adams taking the win. That's his first heat win, I think, of the season. Rodney Adams taking the win. Coming in 2nd was the 32 of George Ryden. In 3rd was the 10 of Donnie Bieber, and then the 47 of Ken Carberry. Great race for Rodney Adams. Next up will be our 3rd Sportsman Heat race.
Rod Adams picks up the lead.
Time for our 3rd heat event. Jerry Wolf will be starting on the pole in the 7B. Then it's Chris Reed in the 14. Second row will be made up of Craig Morrow in the 6N and Steve Cannon in the 23C. Dave Burkheimer scratched, so that moved Dave Newman up to in the 21 up to the 5th spot. 6th will be Danny Hager in the 5G. Frankie Hurd in the 3 will be starting 7th. 8th will be Carmen Perigo in the 2A. Then it's Brian Rhodes starting in the rear in the 7R.
Chris Reed on the outside for the ride into turn number 1. Here we go.
10 laps to go. Here they come. The green flag is out. Three wide going down the backstretch. Hager, Newman, Cannon. Looks like they're all getting through. Here they come. Trying to move in, and look at Perigo. Perigo started back in the 9th position. Perigo is up to 2nd and only the 1st lap. I guess he saw his brother win in the 4-cylinder heat event, so he figured he had to do it, or there wouldn't be any peace at home. Leading the way with 3 laps down. Danny Hager just lost the feature event last week by 1 turn to Bob Fantasy. He's currently running in the 4th position. Here comes Perigo. Almost gets him this time by the Eagle Steel 2A of Mark Perigo. Wolf moves out again, but it looks like each time they come through 3 and 4, Perigo just closes that gap. Danny Hager running in the 3rd position now, getting that spot away from Chris Reed. But here comes Reed, and right along with him comes Frankie Hurr. Hurr now into the 4th position. Hurr in the Highlands Tire and Service Center, number 3. He dives down low. He goes from 5th to 3rd on 1 lap. 8 laps are down. 2 more to go. Can Perigo win the heat following in his brother's footstep, his younger brother, that is. Here they come, off of 3 and 4. That was actually only 6 laps, so he's got 3 more to go. The lights aren't working quite right here in Silver Spring tonight. Perigo just setting him up. 2 more to go. Gets a little bit too far inside, scrubs off a little speed. Jerry Wolf heads back out again. Wolf in that Powers number 7. Still holds lead on the white flag lap. It's going to be 1 turn and 1 and 2. Perigo bobbles a bit. Unless he gets it just right this time by, he will finish 2nd. Here they come, off of 3 and 4. Perigo gives it all he's got. Wolf goes up high. Perigo wins it on the last lap, last turn. He held that line going down through 3 and 4 and took the win. Carmen Perigo started 9th, came up to take the win over track champion Jerry Wolf. in the 7P. Finishing third was the 3 car of Frankie Herr. And then rounding out the 4 qualifiers, the 5G of Danny Hager. What a great win for Perigo. Well, he saw his brother do it. Of course, he had to do it too. Next up will be our 4th heat event. Here we see the points for the Super Sportsman here at Silver Spring Speedway, and the Tour points next to that.
Lining up 5th in the 49, Bobby Howard. Starting 6th, the 66 of Leroy Martin. Lining up 7th,
Tour points, you see Mark Smith still in the lead over Fantasy. Carmen Perigo in 3rd, 4th Frankie Herr. And it's Rich Eichelberger, Russ Mitten, Pat Cannon, Howie Locke, Ken Carberry, John Stoner, and John Stamen in your top 10. It's time for racing action here, our 4th heat event. Nice blend. Here we go with our 4th heat. John Adams will be starting on the pole in the 29. Then it's Wild Bill Heckert, the 82. Bobby Hockenberry and John Provenza in the 2nd row. The 3rd row, Bob Howard and Leroy Martin. 4th row, Billy Schuffstall and George Group. Then it's John Stoner, Mark Smith, and Paul Miller in the rear. Here they come. Down the backstretch, Wild Bill Heckert leading the way. John Provenza in the 2nd spot. Wild Bill Heckert in the Kruger's rental. Number 82 leads the way. The family 490 and John Provenza running in the 2nd spot. Then it's Leroy Martin in 3rd. 29 of John Adams. Started on the pole. He's dropped back to the 4th spot. And guess who's already up there? Mark Smith. Mark Smith in that old Milwaukee-sponsored Taylor rental car. It's going to be the battle of the rental companies here in just a few moments. Heckert in the Kruger rental, number 82, and then the Taylor rental, 22 of Smith. Provenza trying to move underneath Heckert. Heckert also sponsored. Still tries to get it. Country Butcher Shop 82 of Heckert. Now he's got a good fight off of 3 and 4, but he bobbles just a bit. Provenza tries to take it. This time the Cards Construction number 90 against Provenza. Looks like he's got the lead. Heckert still taking it up high. He's not letting off. He wants that heat win. Provenza slides right up 5. Smith into the 3rd spot. Dives down low in front of Leroy Martin. Martin just goes right up on his rear end. Smith into the 3rd spot. Smith down low. Smith slides right in front of Heckert. York Fasteners number 22, Mark Smith. He's got the points lead on the Tour. He wants the points lead back here at Silver Spring Speedway. Does the slide move again, takes it down low. Provenza's wise to it. He just dives back underneath. Great move by Provenza. And a yellow flag comes out. We've got Wild Bill Heckert and George Group in the 63. Bring out the yellow flag with 8 laps down. 2 laps to go. The 90, John Provenza. That's Phil Long's old car. Phil Long, one of the crew members and crew chief, if I'm not mistaken, of that car. Provenza in his own right knows exactly how to get a car set up. He's back at racing here at Silver Spring, and he's got the points leader on the Tour right on his heels. Henry's doing number 22. And guess who's moving up into 4th while the lead goes to the 22 of Smith? It's Johnny Stoner in the 4, but look at Provenza battling back. John Stoner started back. 9th position, now he's challenging for 3rd. Smith moves into the lead now. Checker flag is coming out, this time by Mark Smith, takes the win. Another win for Smith, who started in the rear. The 90 of Provenza holding on for the second spot. Then it was the 4 of Stoner, but he started back in the back too. And then the 66 of Martin. What a great race. Wow, it can't get much better than that, but we'll wait for the 5th heat and just see how that is here on Wise Motorsport Racing Videos. Final heat event will be Dave Ward starting on the pole, Glenn Keller in second. Bobby Gutschall starting third in the 65 after having a good run last night at Path Valley, finishing in third. Matt Ondeck will be starting fourth in the 2M. Then it's Steve Wilbur starting fifth in the 59. Scott Grace will be starting on the outside of the third row in the 99 from Jarrettsville. Then it's Paul Troutman in another one of the old Milwaukee six-pack cars. Howie Locke, Russ Minton, and Michael Toy round out the field. Here they come, our final heat event for the sportsmen. Glenn Keller leads the way off of 3 and 4 in the auto house on the 71. Dave Gordon, 41, running in the second spot. Gutschall in third. Fourth, Ondeck. Fifth, Grace. Sixth, Locke. Seventh, Wilbur. Eighth, Troutman. And rounding out your field is Minton with Michael Toy in the 00 running in the final spot. Look at Keller go. Keller bobbles a bit, but he's got so much of a lead on the rest of the field, they can't even come close to him. Maybe some of these hot shoes get up there, maybe they can catch it, but it doesn't look like it. Howie Locke now moving underneath the 65 Chetron car. Gutschall, he and Gutschall going side by side through 3 and 4. Keller leads away. You can hear that motor screaming. He's definitely got that motor tuned well this evening. Troutman. And the Rifes RV's number 16. Moves into the 6th spot, trying to go past Sky Grace. Keller. Ward running a good race. He's still running in the second position. Gutschall doing a great job holding off Locke. This time Locke goes underneath Gutschall, slides up top. He just about loses in the marbles. That lets Sky Grace get by. Grace now into the 5th position. Howie Locke on the inside, on the outside. Matt Ondeck from Carlisle down the backstretch through 3 and 4. This continues green. It's close to the track record. Keller is flying. Locke trying to move into the 2nd position down the backstretch. Locke on the inside of Ord. Battling back. Now this time Locke has it. Locke in the 2nd. Keller off of 3 and 4. Down the front stretch. The white flag is coming out for the auto house of Lancaster, number 71, Glenn Keller. Don't slow down now, Glenn. You might have a track record. Keep it moving. Here he comes off of 3 and 4. Keller gets the win, the 12 of Locke coming in 2nd. 41 of course, then it's the 2 of Matt Ondeck rounding out your top 4 qualifiers. And we'll have to check and see how close that was to a 10-lap track record. 71K of Glenn Keller takes the win.
41 minutes of the second, 3 minutes, 41 minutes of the second to win. The 5th and final heat for the sportsmen tonight, the Automobiles of Lancaster, 71K from Columbia, Glenn Keller picking up the checkered flag.
They're going green flag racing this time around. Bud Barton sitting on the pole. On the outside of 55 of Bud Whitmer, the only driver to repeat 2 times this year. In third will be the 12 Westgate car. Sterling Kiner. On the outside will be the Gator Racing 43A of Tommy Reed. Dave Sokolowski on the inside, Ed Jones. And rounding out the field will be Joshua Kimmel. 4 of these cars will qualify, 3 will go home. Here they come off of 3 and 4. And we have a car spinning on the start of the first turn. That's Bud Barton in the 16. It will be a complete restart here in our late model consolation event. Complete restart. 7 cars still out there. Bud Whitmer starting with a little bit slower pace to this beginning of the race. Watch how fast he accelerates. So when that green flag comes out, Randy Eichelberger has it ready. The green flag is coming out now, and here they go, pedal to the metal. Bud Whitmer leads the way. Tommy Reed into the second position. Dave Sokolowski in third. Fourth is past track champion Eddie Jones. Ed Jones in fourth. Yellow flag coming out. We have 1 car stalled in the backstretch. That looks like that's the 12 car of Sterling Kiner. Sterling Kiner taking his hood off. If nothing else, it'll keep it cool underneath the hood for him, but he's got to move up 3 positions to get into that final qualifying position. Here they come. Bud Whitmer in the G&B number 55 leads the way off of 1 and 2. Tommy Reed in the second position. Sokolowski in third. Fourth, Eddie Jones. Each of your 4 qualifiers. Here they come off of 3 and 4. Lap number 2 complete. .16 of Bud Barton losing the handle in 1 and 2. He brings out the yellow flag with 2 laps completed. .16 of Bud Barton after losing the handle twice. Back to the back pits they go. 55 of Whitmer. Still in the lead. This is awfully long consolation, especially when you've got a veteran racer, Tommy Reed, right behind. Sokolowski trying to go low, trying to get that spot away from Reed. Reed running a nice line again. Whitmer through 3 and 4, down low, comes up high. Through 3 and 4, Whitmer, Reed, Sokolowski, and look at Sterling Kiner. Kiner with that left front fender flapping in the breeze, trying to get up into that final qualifying position. Halfway through this time by. It's Whitmer, Reed, Sokolowski, Jones, and Kiner right there. Off of 3 and 4, Whitmer lets it drift through the turns and hammers it once he gets around. Kiner getting closer and closer to Ed Jones each time they go through the turns, but Jones has the power down the stretch. Jones moving into the third position, taking away that third spot from Dave Sokolowski. Sokolowski powering back down the backstretch. 2 laps to go for our race leader, Bud Whitmer. Tommy Reed running in that second spot. Here they come, 2, 3, and 4. One more time around for our race leader. Here he comes through 3 and 4. White flag is out. Bud Whitmer down the backstretch. Tommy Reed running in second. The battle is for those final 2 positions. Whitmer takes the win. Tommy Reed in the Gator, number 43A, finishing in second. Dave Sokolowski third, and Eddie Jones in the 4th and final qualifying position. Congratulations to Bud Whitmer winning that consolation event over Tommy Reed, the 11 of Sokolowski, and the 29 of Ed Jones. Next up will be the Super Sportsman consolation.
It's not just, I mean, it's entertaining, and we're hoping that.
Garmin will lead the way in that motivation number 44. On the outside, the man who's got more feature wins this year than anybody else, Bob Fantasy. Second row will be made up of last night's feature winner at Pat Valley Speedway, Rich Eichelberger in the low bar, number 8, and Pat Cannon in the 93. Craig Morrow will be starting on the inside of the third row in the 6M. Then it's Joe Orsolak in the 39. Keith Prutzman in the 28 will be starting 7th. 8th will be Charlie Soroka in the 35. Your 5th row will be made up of Dave Myers in the 57 and Steve Cannon in the 23C. Starting in 11th spot, scheduled to start 11th, will be Jennifer Yinger. She has opted to go to the back. That'll be Tommy Haxall up into the 11th position in the 55H. Chuck Landis will be starting 13th in the 34. Then it's Tim Leapart in the 88M. Denny Willey will be starting 14th in the 17W. Joe Reniker scheduled to come out, and he's there. He will be starting 15th. And then it is Jennifer Yinger again. Jennifer Yinger with a new car out there, not running the traditional Yinger yellow. She's also switched her number to the 13. Only 3 cars will qualify in this 12-lap consolation event. 12 laps the distance, 3 to qualify. Green flag is poised. Here's it goes. The green flag is out. And right at the drop of the green, we have the number 88, Tim Leapart, bounding into the turn 3 and 4 exit. He's able to refire that car and go right back out. No laps have been. Reniker back out of the pits. Russ's Auto Sales 25 is going to have to hurry up to get to the back of the field. Green flag is out. Here comes John Garman and Bob Fantasy. Fantasy leads the way down through 3 and 4. Garman holding on the second spot. Eichelberger diving down low. 39 of Orsolak. Orsolak losing the handle, but did a great job recovering. Almost was able to continue on without bringing out the yellow flag. Orsolak goes to the rear of the field. It looks like looks good. It's going to be the Pepsi One car of Bob Fantasy leading the way. The 8 of Rich Eichelberger in his second spot. And your final qualifier right now going to the Car Quest, number 44 of John Garman. Pepsi One car. I don't know about these bottle caps though, Bob. Seems like I get a lot of these. Sorry, try again. Well, he's going to try again to win and maybe win another feature event, but he's got to qualify first, and here he comes off of 3 and 4. Eichelberger up into the second position in the low bar, number 8. Garmin up high. Here comes Pat Cannon in the castle sponsor, number 93. Garmin not leaving off. He's trying to stay with him. And we have 3 laps down. Fantasy, Eichelberger, and Cannon. Here they come off of 3 and 4. Jennifer Yinger taking the 13 into the pit. Rushman, Cannon, Axel, Troca still trying to qualify. Yellow flag comes out. Back to green flag racing. 6 laps are down, 6 more to go. Fantasy in the lead. Eichelberger and Cannon right there. All 3 of our leaders take it down low. Garmin drives it up high. Here comes Morrow. Yellow comes out again. We have the same car in the same spot, bringing out the yellow. They look good. Lineup is back in order. This time the 39 car. Joe Ursulak started 6th, going into the pit area. And Fantasy, still our leader. Fantasy, Eichelberger, and Cannon lead them off with 3 and 4. This time, Morrow moves into the 4th spot. Greg Morrow had a great run at Williams Grove 2 weeks ago, trying to get back into qualifying here at Silver Spring. On the outside of Eichelberger. Cannon in the Walt Biglerone number 93, sponsored by Castle, also First United Morgan. In turn 3 and 4, yellow flag coming out. Down the backstretch, Eichelberger leaving a little bit of a gap. He's going to try a charge here with only 4 laps to go. Here they come. All 3 cars down low. Morrow up high. And the 57 of Dave Myers goes into the guardrail up front. Definitely going to need a wrecker up front.
That's Venture Canada for this week.
Myers, number 57, after running so well last week and finishing in the 13th position in the feature event last week. Dave Myers having a problem with it, with that car going into the guardrail, and now the checkered flag comes out. Bob Fantasy will take the win. The 8 of Eichelberger will finish in second, and third will be the 93 of Pat Cannon. They've seen enough. They know the top 3 drivers at this point, so the checkered flag will come out here in our first consolation event here at Silver Spring Speedway. Again, here's how they're scheduled to start. The first row will be made up of Chris Reed and Bobby Hockenberry. Our second row, Scott Grace and Bobby Howard. Does not look like Bobby Howard is out there. That moves Paul Troutman up into the 4th position. Then it's Dave Newman, the 21, John Adams, the 29, Russ Mitten in the 7M, Paul Miller, the 58, Bobby Gutschall in the 65. 7R of Brian Rhodes, Steve Wilbur in a 59, 00 Michael Toy, 82 Wild Bill Heckert, and the 63 of George Group. Don't see Group out there. Schofstall not there. But the guy who is there is Chris Reed in that Ram, number 14, and he's ready to lead the way for 12 laps. Again, only 3 cars will qualify. Green flag is poised, it's ready to go, and here they go. Hockenberry leads the way, and the next mark, number 69. Hockenberry with Reed running in the second spot. Here comes Paul Troutman, and we have a car spinning. Looks like the 21 car of Dave Newman in the Newman Coal and Oil car. 1 lap has been scored. Single file restart when we return. We have to talk about the next mark, number 69 of Bobby Hockenberry. He's leading the way. 1 lap down, 11 more to go. Reed in the second spot. The old Milwaukee 16 of Paul Troutman. One of the old Milwaukee 6-pack. The other 3 have qualified. Will it be 4 for 4 tonight for Old Mill? Here they come. Troutman on the outside. Grace trying to take away that 3rd spot. The PFS, number 16, Troutman from Enola, holds on to that 2nd spot. Ram 14 of Reed in 2nd. And Hockenberry continues to lead the way. Hockenberry, a good run out front. Troutman in the family Ford Mercury, number 16, in the 2nd position. Troutman in the 2nd, 3 laps down. Here comes Scott Grace. Grace going up with Troutman up high. Car 59 of Steve Wilbur off the pace, going into the pits in turn 2. Scott Grace from Jarrettsville taking that 3rd spot away from Reed, but Reed tries to battle back. Hockenberry running low, coming up high, halfway down this time by. Hockenberry, a past street stock racer here at Silver Spring, moving right up into the sportsman division, doing a great job. Down. 5 more to go. This time, Grace goes up high, way up high, into the marbles. Russ Mitten up into the 4th spot. Only 3 cars will qualify, and here comes Russ Mitten. He wants to be one of the 3. Trying the outside. White flag is out. Will Grace hold on for that 3rd spot. Will Mitten go on the inside and take it away. Grace trying the outside. Mitten on the inside. Grace comes back down. Here they come off of 3 and 4. Russ Mitten tries it down low. Scott Grace up high. Hockenberry in the lead. And Bobby Hockenberry takes the win. Hockenberry, a great run for the rookie. Hockenberry takes it with Troutman finishing in the 2nd position. And holding off a late charge by Russ Mitten to finish in the 3rd position is the boy from Charlottesville, the 99 of Mr. Scott Grace. That's your field. They're all qualified. Next up will be our 4-cylinder consolation event. Just about right. Here they go. It's going to be Bobby Rupp in the 17. Donnie Mellinger starting 2nd. 2nd row will be made up of Brian Michael and Franklin Bush. The 3rd row, Eric Hollenbach and Austin Kirby. The 4th row, Charles Freed and Tom Schneck. The 5th row, Frank Grumbine and Kenny Jones. The 6th row, Mike Bender and Lou McJoney. The 7th row, Joe Jakobic and Tom Harmon. The 8th row, Leonard Heil and Leroy Long. The 8th row, Mike Wagner and Butch Whitman. And the 10th row will be Ricky Harper, Barry Hallbaker, and Brad Jones rounding out your field. Down the backstretch they go, the 17 of Bobby Rupp leading the way. Donnie Mellinger running in the 2nd spot. We have a car backing into the turn 4 exit. Green flag racing continues. 31 of Franklin Bush leads away. 1 lap completed. We have another altercation in turns 1 and 2. Leads the way. 2nd position is the 31 of Franklin Bush. There's the 21 of Donnie Mellinger. The 28 of Austin Kirby. Here they come. The green flag is out. Brian Michael still trying to hold on to that 5th spot. Who runs here on a regular basis at Silver Spring in the Street Stock Division. But now the question mark of Leonard Heil, his question is, why isn't my car running? He's going to try and take the car into 1 and 2 turn. 1 lap. 1 lap down, 7 more to go. Bobby Rupp leads the way. 15 of Mike Wagner taking it into the pits, had a bent right rear wheel. Franklin Bush running in the second spot. The 21 car of Donnie Mellinger in third. Fourth, the 28 of Austin Kirby. Then it's the 2 of Brian Michael. 3 wide off the 3 and 4. 21K of Eric Hollenbach holding on to that 6th and final qualifying position. 77 here on the front stretch. Joe Chakovic running a bit slow as he goes in, takes his car into the pits. Race for the lead, Franklin Bush. Bush moves into the lead on lap number 2. Bush off of 3 and 4. Austin Kirby on the inside. Kirby moving into the second spot. He's trying to pass. He's got it off of 1 and 2. Race leader continues to be Franklin Bush. Halfway down. Eric Hollenbach still running in that 5th spot, and in the 6th and final qualifying position, the 84, Leroy Long. Long up into qualifying, started back in the 16th position. Down the backstretch, looks like there's going to be a challenge for the lead. Austin Kirby trying to get underneath. He's trying to get a nose under our race leader. Tail to nose, racing down through 3 and 4. Bush moves up. He can't go too far up. They're sending off sparks as they go down the front stretch. White flag is out. And a yellow comes out. 1 lap to go. We have a car spun in 3 and 4. 7 laps are down. 1 more lap to go for our 4 cylinders here this evening at Silver Spring, our final qualifying event of the evening. Going back to green flag racing, it's going to be one of the infamous 1-lap shootouts. Austin Kirby leads the way. Here they come off of 3 and 4. Kirby leads it. Kirby down the front stretch. Down the backstretch they come. Austin Kirby. Have a couple cars turn sideways. They're trying to right themselves. Checker's coming out, and here comes the win. And the win goes to the 28 car of Austin Kirby, finishing in second to 31 of Franklin Bush. 17 of Bobby Rupp. Then it's the 2 of Brian Michael, the 21K car of Eric Hollenbach, and the 84 of Leroy Long coming up from his 16th starting position to qualify here in our 4 cylinders. Next will be our feature events with your announcer, Mr. Steve Inch. It's feature time at Silver Spring Speedway. And tonight's the night with Jack Frazier having his birthday. Bob Weber is even up in the press box tonight. one of the great voices of racing here at Silver Spring Speedway and also Williams Grove. Here we go with our lineup for the Super Sportsman. Rodney Adams will be starting on the pole in the 6th. Then it's Dave Orton, the 41. Our second row will be made up of Jerry Wolf in the 7P and Glenn Keller in the 71K. Ron Chaney in the Chaney Electrical number 55J will be starting 5th. 6th will be John Provenza in the 90. George Ryden starting 7th, and 8th will be Lanny Hake in the 91. Our 5th row will be made up of Donnie Beaver from Enola in the 10 and J.R. Fry in the old Milwaukee 42 from Summerdale. Howie Locke also from Enola will be starting 11th in the 12, and it's Frankie Herr in the 3. John Stoner in the old Milwaukee Weaver number 4 will be starting 13th. 14th will be Carmen Perigo in the 2A. Mark Smith will be starting 15th in the 22, and 16th will be Jerry Strasser in the 25. Our 9th row will be made up of Ken Carberry in the 47 and Danny Hager on the outside in the 5G. The 10th row, Leroy Martin in the 66 and Matt Ondeck in the 2M. Bob Fantasy will be starting 21st in the 1. Then it's Bobby Hockenberry in the 69. Our 12th row will be made up of Rich Eichelberger in the 8 and Paul Troutman in the 16. And our final row, Pat Cannon in the 93 and the 99 of Scott Grace. "25 laps will be the distance. Beautiful night here at Silver Spring Speedway. It's finally cooled off a little bit. A little bit of a hint of rain was reported. In fact, Port Royal Speedway actually rained out this evening. We had a few gusting winds. The flags went sideways, but we didn't have the R word coming into Silver Spring. So we'll be able to go with the Super Sportsman feature here on Wise Motorsport Racing Videos. Who's it going to be? Will it be our tour leader, Mark Smith? Will it be the man who's got more feature wins, Bob Fantasy? Will it be someone like J.R. Fry in a WIO car who hasn't won since the 3rd week of racing this year? Will it be Frankie Herr? Or will it be the fast man, Carmen Perigo, who is awfully quick in his heat event? 25 laps will be the distance. The pace truck is in, and here they come. The 41 of David Ort will lead the way on the outside. On the inside will be our pole setter, Rodney Adams, in the Lad Hanford 6. Here they come. The green flag is out. Stretch. We have Mark Smith going right over the 42 car of J.R. Fry. Fry with a flat right tire. We have several cars that were involved in that incident on the very first lap. Looks like they're going to have a complete restart. I don't think a lap is completed, but we will have to wait and see how they score this and who will be in front of who. A wild start to this race, and again, J.R. Fry having a hard time with the start. This time, it's the right rear tire. Last week it was the left front. Hopefully he'll be able to get back out in time to join the field. Mark Smith now also going into pits. Well, we're going back with a complete restart. Double file start. J.R. Fry able to make it out. Howie Locke able to make it out. Mark Smith in the pits, as well as Johnny Stoner. Stoner looks like he broke something in the front end of that car. Smith parked the car. Looks like he's got problems also. Adams will lead the way. Here they come. Green flag is out. Stoner trying to get out. Stoner makes it out. And now David Ort goes into the outside retaining wall, but he is still on the pace. He's got Glenn Keller right there in the 3rd spot. Keller. Frankie Herr, Carmen Perigo, Chaney, Ryden, and Beaver, your top 10. Off of 3 and 4, Dave Ort now takes the lead. Ort, 41, assumes the lead on lap number 4. Keller running in the third spot here. Hurd down the backstretch, moving in behind Glenn Keller in that 4th position. Coming out, Rich Eichelberger. Eichelberger brings out the yellow with 8 laps down and another 17 to go. Going back to green flag racing, Dave Ort soon the lead, but now he's got Frankie Hurt right on his tail. Rodney Adams turning in a good run, running in the 3rd spot. 4th is Carmen Perrigo. 5th, Jerry Wolf. Then it's Glenn Adams. Ravenza, Ride, Hager, Cannon, and Lieber your top 10. Stretch. Right, and look who's there already. Al Fantasy. Al Fantasy can move up through the field that quickly is beyond me, but he's done it. He's started back in the 21st position. He's already up into the 8th spot. David Ort turning in a good run. He's still holding off right here with 11 laps down. Both of those cars don't want to make a mistake. They're just waiting for the opening to assume the lead. JR5 also turning in a good run. He had to go back to back, and he's already up into the 14th position. Hager running all alone in that 4th spot. Here comes the challenge for the lead. Hurd gets in front. Our race leader, big work. Hurd takes the lead on lap number 16. Lap number 16, it's Hurd. Al Perrigo running in the 2nd spot. Hurd leads the way. Perrigo in 2nd. Ort. Full straightaway, and then Hager. Full straightaway, and then backstretch. Lad Hanford car, and up high goes. Right. And we're going at it. 18 laps down, 7 more to go. Now Herr comes up on some lap traffic, but Perigo just doesn't seem to have enough to get up to date. Laps down, this time by 5 more laps to go for Frankie Herr. Frankie Herr from Carlisle and the Highland Tire Service Center, number 3. There we go, in the 2A, the Ford power plant. Here they come on, 3 and 4. A little bit of a switch there for Herr, but he goes with 1 more car. Laps are ticking down. Will this go green the whole way through? Lap cars in between he and Perigo. And a yellow flag comes out, the 41 of David Ort. The car that was leading the way just seemed to go right up into the barrier. Well, a lot of cars were hoping this didn't come out. A lot of cars are hoping that it did, so they will get a chance to make one last shot at the lead. Woo! 23 laps down and 2 to go here in our feature event. Two laps to go. Frankie Herr in the lead. Perigo up with him. Change of the rules. Hey, they put the lap cars to the rear. It's clean green racing for the win. Perigo in second. Third is Hager. Fourth, Fantasy. Fifth, Cannon. Sixth, Beaver. Seventh, Ride. Eighth, Wolf. Ninth, Provenza. And 10th, the 6 of Rodney Adams. And here they come. John Stoner off the pace in the number 4. White flag comes out. It looks like a yellow also. John Stoner off the pace. Well, 23 laps are still showing. Will it be 23 or will it be 24? We'll have to wait and see. 2 laps to go, we think. The lap was not complete, so we go back to the 23rd lap. 2 more to go. Herr and Perigo, Hager and Fantasy, Cannon, who started all the way back in the 25th position. Here they come. Green flag is out. Perigo goes in the lead. Does the slide job on Herr. Herr, the man who usually does the slide. This time he bobbles, come off at 3 and 4. The white flag is out. Can Perigo come back and get him? 1 and 2 to go. Perigo slides up in front of Herr. Herr hasn't hit the binders. Here they come down the backstretch. It's going to be one of those finishes. Here they come. Herr's going to do the slide on Perigo. He doesn't have enough to do it. Perigo takes the win over Herr. What a race. Slide job, slide job, slide job. What a race. Perigo coming up from his 14th position start. Frankie Herr started in 12th. Perigo did the slide that made it work. These two guys are both experts at that same move. Perigo just pulled it at the right time, and 2A Perigo finishing in first, third, or second going to Frankie Herr in the 3. Then it was the 5G of Hager finishing in third. Fourth going to Fantasy. Fifth to the 93 of Pat Cannon. Then it was the 10 of Beaver, the 32 of Ryden, the 7 of Jerry Wolf, the 90 of Provenza, and rounding out your top 10 was the 12 of Howie Locke. We will join him trackside right now.
When they had a couple of battles, and the driver who won the war, Carmen Perrigo Jr. Now, was there any strategy in those last couple of laps, or was that just putting the foot to the pedal and going? Just not putting the foot to the pedal and going. Tell you what, talk about swapping for the lead there, Carmen. What was going through your mind?
It was going pretty good there. I was pretty happy with it. I was thinking they were coming for the checker, if I should stay on the outside or if I should cross over. I like to stay on the outside. It worked.
Hey, you tried the inside, though, on that restart the first attempt there with 2 to go, and then you had to do it again.
Yeah, I think I showed him my wheel a little bit, and I think he got in a little harder because it actually seemed like it was a little easier the second time.
Did you think you had enough to get him?
No, I did. I was honestly, if I couldn't get beside them whenever they threw the green, I was going to just get up on the cushion and settle for second tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about this car. This sport's pretty fast.
Yeah, it's been working pretty good here. I'm real happy with it.
In third in the point standings, this should certainly help.
Yeah, I don't know where Mark and Bob finished, but I can't do any better.
Heck of a season. Third win now, Carmen.
Yeah, I still got 2 more to catch Bob.
And we're going to let you catch your breath. That was a heck of a race. Did you guys enjoy that race tonight? That's what we like to hear.
Yes, we do.
Congratulations, Carmen.
Thank you.
Carmen Perrigo Jr., ladies and gentlemen. We got $490 in the 50-50, and Carmen's going to draw the winning number. Thanks, Carmen. Oh, you got 2. I'll let you rip one off there. Winning 50-50, 6, 7, 5, 7, 6, 9. 6, 7, 5, 7, 6, 9 is the winning 50-50 tonight. Bob Fantasy, if you're available. Once again, fans, 6, 7, 5, 7, 6, 9 is the winning 50-50. Ladies and gentlemen, the driver who got the hard charger last Saturday night, Bob Fantasy. Bob, I didn't get to see the finish, so I don't know where you placed tonight, but another heck of a run tonight. You had to come from the back again.
Yeah, we came up to fourth. We were pretty good. It was fun watching Frankie and Perrigo. That was a good deal. That was a lot of fun. I'm sure they were having fun too.
I'm sure you would have liked to have gotten in on that a little bit.
Yeah, would have been nice to go a little bit further up, but we gave her our best shot. We were a little off, but starting way back, we gave up a lot of spots. So we're pretty pleased with tonight.
Hey, heck of a run. I think we're going to be talking to you next Saturday for another $200. I'm going to have to look upstairs and see how many cars you passed, how many spots you got this week again.
Okay, I'd like to thank Timberwolf because this is a hell of a deal, this hard charger award.
How many times is this? I lost track. Is this like the 6th time?
I'm not sure. My wife probably knows. 4 or 5. I'm 6. I'm not sure. But it comes in real handy.
And congratulations, Bob.
Thank you.
Bob Fantasy, the Timberwolf Racing hard charger from last Saturday, and we'll figure out who it is from tonight.
Best race I've seen here in 3 years. I think I still like the night riding for a while. I don't know, you couldn't have got any better than you had here tonight. of them dicing, both of them one leading, one swinging past the other. You know, that's about the way you get everything. Is that about what one takes? 5 feet, double parlay. I just think that's oh yeah, so you had a lot of that.
It's time for our late model feature event for the evening. Starting on the pole will be the X, Pat Beard. Starting on the outside of the front row will be last week's feature winner, the 33 of Harold Beinauer. Our second row will be made up of Tommy Blackwell in the 25 and Carl Graves in the 9. Our third row, Dave Eitner in the 71 and Dave Machilton in the 2M. Dave Graver will be starting on the inside of the fourth row in the 51, then it's Johnny Eversole in the 78. Jason Covert and the Cuppy's Diner, number 15, will be starting 9th, and 10th will be Scotty McCann in a 75. Ron Little, Mr. Excitement in the 43, will be starting 11th, then it will be Mark Billett in the 22. Jimmy Shuttlesworth in the F1 will be starting 13th. 14th will be Scotty Richwine, the redheaded thunder from Carlisle, our points leader in the 2. The 8th row will be made up of Rich Myers in the 83 and Gene Wrightstone in the 10. The 9th row, Larry Bear in the 0, Gary Potts, the 41F. Two-time winner already this year, Bud Whitmer will be starting 19th in the 55. Then it's Gator Racing, number 43A, Tommy Reed. Dave Sokolowski will be starting 21st on the inside of the 11th row in the 11 car. And then it's past track champion Eddie Jones in the 29 in the Ed's Quality car number 29. He will be bringing up the rear of the field. 20 laps will be the distance. Pat Beard again, and the X will be our pole sitter. Yellow lights are out. Green flag is ready to come out. Can Beinauer do the same thing that Bud Whitmer did several weeks ago, winning back-to-back feature events? He's on the front row. He's got a stout car. In 20 laps, we will know. And here they come. Beinauer takes the lead right on the start of the feature. Beinauer with the lead on lap number 1. Beard running in the second spot. Graves in third. Fourth, Eitner. Fifth, Blackwell. Sixth, Machilton. Covert on the outside, moving into the 7th spot. Covert now going for 6th. Covert into the rear of the 25 of Blackwell. Blackwell slowing up his progress. Pat Beard now moves into the lead. Beard off of 1 and 2 takes that lead away from Beinauer. Beinauer and Beard battling side by side. Covert and Blackwell running in a 5th and 6th spot. Graves in 4th. Beard holding off Beinauer. Eitner running in 3rd. 4th is Graves. And now 5th, Jason Covert. Beinauer back in the lead off of 1 and 2 and on lap number 5. Eitner now on the inside of Beard. Covert trying it down low. 15 of Jason Covert. Eitner, the 71, in second. Feinauer in the lead. 7 laps are down. Ron Little Sr. now moving into the 4th spot, trying to take that position away from the 9 of Graves. Here goes Covert up high. Feinauer low, Eitner up high, Covert down low. Cars going for the lead, halfway down. Feinauer in the lead, Covert and Eitner running side by side. Little right there in the 4th position. Riding in the middle of the track. Feinauer goes down low, comes out high, goes back to the middle. He's using every inch of that racetrack. Eitner tries the outside again. Feinauer side by side, Covert and Little side by side. Can you get any better racing than this? I don't think so. Carl Graves coming back into the battle. Little putting his car right in the middle of Covert and Eitner. Trying to get that lead. Here comes Little. Eitner on the outside. Can he take the lead on lap number 17? Eitner's got it. Here comes Little. Mr. Excitement takes the lead on lap number 17. Eitner tries the inside, tries to take it back. Little has 2 more times around. Can he hold off Eitner? Can he hold off Covert? White lap. The white flag is out. Here comes Ron Little Sr. down the backstretch. Little, 1 more turn and he's going to be in the victory lane here in the late model division. Goes to to Mr. Excitement, number 43, Ron Little Sr., who started back in the 11th position, followed by Dave Eitner in the 71, the 15 of Jason Covert, the 9 of Carl Graves, and the 33 of Beinauer. The unofficial results of the top 10, the 2M of Dave Magilton, the 51 of Dave Graver, the 22 of Mark Billett, the 55 of Bud Whitner, and the F1 of Jimmy Shuttlesworth. Will join Mr. Excitement trackside, and he also is going to win 2 passes to Nazareth Motor Speedway for tomorrow's truck race, courtesy of WIOO Radio. Well, they're still working on the car here. Mr. Excitement, welcome to Victory Lane. Oh, gee. He told me he was going to do that. Congratulations. And here we got brothers here. Danny and Ron Little. Stay up here, Dan. This has been a team-type deal for the last couple of years. It's good to see these two back together again. They were sort of split up for a few years. I think things are working for you. I guarantee you. First, I got to thank a lot of people. I got to thank Bob Westover for the horsepower. I got to thank my brother because I love him to death, and he came up. Hagerstown ran last, or the Stars guys ran at the Grove last night, so he had a night off. We've been slowly picking away at this. I got to thank the little boss up there. She's Danny, because that's Dan's wife. I got to thank my kids, my mom, all my sponsors. Everybody was super good. I thank the fans because everybody stayed behind us. Nobody gave up on me. And I guarantee the championship ain't over yet. We're back in this, baby. No doubt about it. And I told you what you would win tonight. Courtesy of Courtesy of WIO Radio, you now have 2 passes to Nazareth Motor Speedway for the truck race for tomorrow. Get out here. Do you have anything to say that your brother hasn't said? I'm just glad this race is over. It was a tough race. A lot of racing going on. 4 wide. There's 4 guys going for it. I think you had it set up right.
Well, we were good. The crew did an excellent job, but I got to thank Mom. Mom backs us 100%. You can't beat that.
Yay, Mom, and she makes some great cookies and things, too. Well, I know he's going to be jumping around. We don't call Mr. Excitement for nothing. Go ahead and get the picture taken. Mr. Ron Little Sr. back in Victory Lane here at Silver Spring Speedway. For our 4-cylinder feature event, Scott Lutz will start on the pole in the 33 with Dustin Hollinger in the 100 on the outside. Craig Perigo in the 1A. Can he do the same thing that his brother did in the 1A? Jim Noggle in the 3 will be starting in the 4th position. Our 3rd row will be made up of Ed Hollenbach in the 13 and John Stoll Jr. in the 11S. Terry Ham and Thomas Gray will make up our 4th row. The 5th row, Michael Potts and Gary Dehart. 6th row, Troy Hotstetter and Dale Kreiser. 7th row, Steve Hastings and Keith Gutschall. Mike Brenneman and Lou Parson will be in the 8th row. 9th row, Ed Kirby and Frank Gordon. 10th row, Austin Kirby and Franklin Bush. The 11th row, Bobby Rupp and Brian Michael. And our 12th row, Eric Hollenbaugh and Leroy Long.
You ever had a few brothers win one night?
I'd say about like
We're trying to figure out if there's ever been 2 brothers win at Silver Spring Speedway in different divisions. It could happen tonight. We'll see in just a few moments. Here they come. Green flag racing for our 4-cylinder feature event. "15 laps will be the distance." 3 of Jim Noggle moves into the lead, and we have a car coming out of turn 2. Looks like we have 2 of them up there, in 1 and 2.
F1 is one of them.
Looks like Michael Potts. 33 of Scott Lutz on the pole with Craig Perigo on the outside. 13 of Ed Hollenbaugh will be starting 3rd. The 2 of Terry Ham on the outside in the 2nd row. The 3rd row made up of the 17 of Tom Gray and Jimmy Noggle. 15 laps will be the distance. Will it be Perigo, or will it be Perigo, Lutz? Here they come off of 3 and 4. The green flag is out. Of Tom Gray having a problem on that start. All the cars have gotten by. 13 of Ed Hollenbach on the inside. Hollenbach into the 3rd position, trying to take that 2nd place away from Perigo. Lutz, Perigo, and Hollenbach in a 3-car breakaway. Here comes Perigo down low. Frank Gordon. Gordon up into the 4th spot. Gordon started back in the 18th position, and he's already challenging 4. He's into 4. 83 of Hastings into the 5th position. 3 of Noggle in 6th. 4 laps are down. Perigo now running in 3rd. Hollenbach in 2nd. Hollenbach making his bid for the lead. .100 car into the pits. Dustin Hollinger takes it in the pit. Ed Hollenbach takes the lead on lap number 5, 1/3 of the way through. Perigo into the wall. Looks like Perigo has a flat right front tire. the right front tire has gone down. And the yellow flag comes out on lap number 7. 7 laps down, Perigo at the right front flat. Will he be able to get back in the pits and get back out? I have to wait and see. It looks like he's trying to drive around. '13 car of Ed Hollenbach assumes the lead to 33 of Scott Lutz running in the second position. In third is the 92 of Frank Gordon. 83 of Steve Hastings in the fourth spot. Fifth to 3 of Jimmy Noggle. Dale Kreiser running in the sixth position. Here they come through 3 and 4. Three-way battle off of 3 and 4. Austin Kirby. Kirby wins that battle. He moves into the 7th spot. Moving out into a half straightaway lead is our race leader, Ed Hollenbach. Yellow flag comes out. Ed Hollenbach started in the 5th position. He took the lead 4 laps ago, and he's held off all challengers. Our pole sitter, Scott Lutz, still running in the 2nd position. Here they come down the front stretch. Steve Hastings running in the 3rd spot. 23 car now of Dale Kreiser in the 4th. Austin Kirby into the 5th position. Along with him comes the 31 of Franklin Bush. Bush started back in 20th. Three wide down the front stretch. Ed Kirby on the inside. Leroy Long also moving up to the field. 3 wide going off 1 and 2. Ed Hollenbach leads the way. Hollenbach down the front stretch. Have a car off the pace here in the front stretch. That's the 53 of Ed Kirby. And now 3-4s tangle. We have 3 cars tangling. That included Perigo. All the cars trying to slow down for that car that was off the pace, but it looks like they all got clipped there. Perigo trying to pull away from the melee. 11 laps down, 4 more to go. 13, Ed Hollenbach still continues to lead with our pole sitter Scott Lutz right behind. Here they go, the green flag is out. Can Steve Hastings move up from his 3rd position? Not a good start for their 3rd place driver. Front 2 pulling away. Dale Kreiser in what looks like to me to be a Pinto. He's down the backstretch. He's into that 3rd position. It might be Pinto, Mustang, Pinto. Down the back stretch they go. Yellow flag out again, turn 4. 12 down, 3 more to go. Ed Hollenbach sets the pace. Green flag is poised. It's ready to come out. He puts the pedal to the metal, and away they go. The 33 of Scott Lutz gets a good jump on him. Look at the 23 of Dale Kreiser. Another spin out in turn 4. Looks like Perigo and one other car. That's the 17 of Bobby Rupp. Perigo and Rupp bring out the yellow flag again. 3 more. Hollenbach gets ready to set the pace again. 3 laps more to go. This has got to feel like an eternity for this driver. Down the front stretch he comes. Kreiser on the inside. Kreiser moves into the second place, passing our pole sitter, Scott Lutz. Down, 2 more to go. Hollenbach leading the way. Kreiser started back into 12th position, but can he close? White flag is out. Here he comes off of 3 and 4. And the win goes to the 13 of Ed Hollenbach. Your top 5, the 13 of Ed Hollenbach, followed by the 23 of Dale Kreiser, the 33 of Scott Lutz, the 28 of Austin Kirby, and the 83 of Steve Hastings. We'll join our winner, Ed Hollenbach, trackside.
Well, welcome to Victory Lane. Come on out front here. Ed Hollenbach, he's getting a lot of congratulations from his crew. Come on out here, Ed. Congratulations, Ed Hollenbach. Welcome to Silver Spring Speedway.
Thank you a lot. Great track.
So, where do you run these 4-cylinders on a regular basis?
Right now, I'm not really running anywhere on a regular basis. We're looking for a place.
Oh, really? So the 4-cylinders are pretty well scattered throughout central Pennsylvania right now?
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty good crew, though, coming out here. There's a lot of cars and a lot of good competition. So you started back in the back there and had to move your whole way up through.
I started pretty good. I got lucky. Had a good start.
And you have a lot of crew members here, and I'm sure you got a lot of sponsors here you'd like to thank, too.
Yeah, they really help out a lot. We got Ron Custom Floors. We be up New Age Audio. I can't think right now.
I think he's pretty happy. But, you know, if you ever wanted to be a radio announcer, you've definitely got the voice for it. He's got one of those low voices there. Thank you. All right, well, congratulations again. We will have our wingless practice here. These guys want to get in the pictures. Come on out here. Silver Spring track girl is going to be coming out here, our checker flag girl. We want to thank Jess for filling in again tonight. And again, you're invited to come down and join the rest of your teams here, but after the wingless practice.
I can't go right without a pen. That's my recorder, isn't it? Yeah.